Now we're doing it right.
All right. Hopefully we get audio this time.
Yeah. Last time I didn't know what happened. I just went on and there was no audio. I think it was my phone. I don't know, the internet or something. I don't know what it was.
But all right, could have been my fault. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. I don't think so. Maybe it was in my end. But yeah. I tested it earlier and it got audio and everything.
Awesome.
So it should be good. Well, congratulations on your win.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like I said, the last time we spoke, I didn't have any doubts about you winning. I always say that you cannot brag about pinning anyone at practice. You know,
it's hard to make judgments on practice. That's exactly the fact.
Yeah, in a competition, in a super match, in a tournament, the mindset is different. The adrenaline is different. The preparation is different. When you're relaxed in vacation or visiting someone, it's an entire different ball game.
Right. No, I agree. You don't know how hard the other guy worked out the day before that morning. So, yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to know because there was a lot of people talking about Lechlan's ability on how heavy he trained and that he did the one-arm pull-ups and all that. And I'm 40 years old and I've been in and around arm wrestling for 22 years. And you could be as strong as you can be or whatever. And if you don't know, or if you don't find a way to transfer that power into your wrist and hand, it doesn't matter.
Right. Now, a one-arm pull-up, some pretty sexy shit. Okay. Yeah. And I've never seen anybody over about 160 pounds do one. You know, I've certainly never saw a 105 or 110 kilo man do a one-arm pull-up. You know, well, I've tried years ago when I was 200 pounds and I couldn't get close. Actually, I think I've seen RVJ do one. I think RVJ did one at 200 and some pounds. He might have been the only one I've seen.
And if we take that into reference, you dominate RVJ pretty easily.
Not in back pressure, though.
Yeah.
I don't grab a hold of him and pull him this way.
Yeah, but that's what I saw. Lechlan never tried to back pressure you into a top roll or nothing.
Yeah, I'm not sure he was comfortable with the WAL rules, but his hand didn't dominate my hand like I thought it was gonna. So the match fell into our elbows pretty quickly. You know.
Yeah, and I saw when you grip up, you could go in his hand, and just by looking at it in the live streaming, I could feel the confidence in your hand. Because I saw it when you gripped him and you could grab his entire hand with your fingers. And I said, he has control. He's going to go, like you say, knuckles high, straight to the side.
Well, it's been a long time since I grabbed a hand of somebody who was less than 300 pounds. And it's amazing how much more comfortable it is grabbing a hand your size versus a giant's hand. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, and I saw you, and I saw the video with Dave Chafee.
Uh-huh.
And if you were practicing and training with him for this match, Dave, I think it's the only human being in the United States that I think has more side pressure than you.
He does. Dave Chafee, and now I don't know if this is what other people would say, but Dave Chafee and Dennis Plinkov feel very similar to me. They have a very unique, it's not really a dragging, but they kind of go kitty corner through the palm of their hand. You know, you don't feel it with their wrists. You don't feel like a back pressure. You feel this weird slow motion full, and it's bizarre. And I feel comfortable in it. And then all of a sudden he just rolls.
That's the way I pull. Kind of in a like a straight hand
out, and it's overwhelming. Okay.
Yeah, I pull that way. When I wrestle, I people say that they don't like to go into a hook with me, but I don't go into a hook. I just go like straight to the side with my kind of a flat hand, and just go to the side. Maybe near the pad, I could curling a little, but I don't usually do that. I just go like that. Like I said, I don't wrestle that much in these days, but when I did, and when I do sometimes now, I'm a side pressure guy. That's all I have.
Love side pressure guys.
That's all I do, and I train for that because that's the only thing working for me, because I'm like 5'11", but my arms are like short, so I don't have enough gain rising and back pressuring. I just have to go in because of my short arms.
Yeah.
And I'm almost 300 pounds. I'm 285.
Oh, okay.
And I'm short, so that I have a great thing going into the super heavyweights.
I was gonna say, you gain 30 or 40 more pounds and you'll be ready for me.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I could try. On there say no, but I don't think so. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, you've pulled guys that I know. Like once you went to Florida to a seminar you did with Chance, and this kid, Noel Nunez. He's from Puerto Rico. And I know him. I've never pulled him, but I've known him. I've known him since he started arm wrestling, and I don't think I can handle Noel. And he was like a toy to you. You know what I'm saying? So,
I remember that day in Florida, man. It was hot. That was a rough day.
But that seminar, I watched the entire videos, and I learned a lot from what you said on those seminars and the way you train. I love the way, I'm a powerlifter too, and I love the way you incorporate the conjugate system into your arm wrestling training. It's amazing. Arm wrestling has evolved so much over the years that seeing someone like yourself that can mix the conjugate system into arm wrestling, it's a great thing.
Yeah, I was fortunate. It's worked out well for me. So yeah, I've been pretty lucky with it. So.
Yeah, and the way you train, that you always write down everything, and the pulleys and the handles that you use. The only thing, like, I try to mimic what you do with what I have. And when I dedicate myself doing those things or similar of the things you do, it works amazingly and my power goes up. But like right now, I've been out for like almost a month. I haven't trained. I lost like 36 pounds, and I'm trying to. Actually, this was my first day back in the gym, and it was horrible. So I'm gonna try to do more things the way you do them at home with some stuff that I have, because like I said, you don't know how many people told me Lechlan was going to beat you.
Yeah.
Like, and I said, oh,
well, good. I wish you the best. Let me know how that goes. You know.
Well, we all know how it go, how it went. And it was like easy from the beginning. And I know from people that I've talked to that Travis's setup is like really hard, but it was like good for you. It was working for you.
I like the Travis setup because I have smallish hands. So that WAL/Travis setup is, to me, it's the fairest I ever get. A WAF setup just seems unfair to me. I never feel comfortable in it. So I like that. Even hands, close your thumbs, close your fingers. I like that as a start. You know, if I can't have the strap. Other than that, the straps are probably about the fairest I ever feel in a match, is getting a strap set up.
Myself, when I arm wrestle, sometimes my hand, even if I feel it's strong, or maybe if I have a strong grip, I don't really fight for the grip because I concentrate on my side pressure. But once I get the strap, I just feel like I have all under control and I have no worries, because I have the same problem. I don't have that big of a hand, you know.
Right.
I have a thick hand, but not that big.
Yeah, the straps are a friend to those of us with these normal size hands.
Yeah, and I have guys here in Puerto Rico that like Joe Cortez, a friend of mine that I believe is the best arm wrestler in Puerto Rico right now. He has really small hands, but is a strong hand. I mean, the guy is a welder. He builds houses. He's always all day working with his hands. And man, and it's amazing when you see that hand that is so small being so strong and dominating hands that are bigger. And that's that to me, that's a phenom. I haven't seen that, never, only on Joe.
Yeah, no, that's impressive because I've never seen that either.
I wanted to ask you, when did you start arm wrestling?
It was the year 2000, and I was 35 years old.
And you started at 35.
35.
Yeah, because I've always been a fan of the sport since I was little. And there was a big tournament in Puerto Rico back then when it was called Pulseo Medalla. It was like a Yukon Jack on Puerto Rico. And I remember the Yukon Jack was on ESPN. But you know, going through footage and things, I never saw you. And I was wondering, when did you start arm wrestling?
The Yukon Jack was over long before I started.
Yeah. Yeah. But we do have some footage of you always beating the bigger man. You saw the last video I did. I mean, that video is gold. Like defeating David Randall, who's 6'5", 300 pounds, and Cliff Dean. Come on.
Yeah.
You know, that's history.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good day to pull those two guys at 200 pounds.
Yeah. How much did you weigh the on the super match with Lechlan?
I weigh 220, 222 pounds. So about 100 kilos.
I was reading in the on the forums that people were saying you were 250. I was like, no, he wasn't 250. Maybe Lechlan was 250, but no.
Yeah, I think I've read where Lachlan was 250. I don't know that as a fact, but that's what I've heard. I think Ryan posted Lachlan was 250 pounds, but I've been 220 pounds for almost 2 years now. So my weight doesn't really vary that much.
Yeah, and you have time. Like we spoke the last time we spoke, we talked about this because of the match with John and Devin. You have time to feel your weight, your 220 weight.
Right.
And even if you gotta pull somebody and you gotta lose a little weight, you're still gonna be strong.
Yeah. Yeah, I can still comfortably make 200 pounds in about 12 to 13 days. I can make 200 pounds.
Really? That fast?
Yeah. Yeah. About 13 days. I can, yeah. Maybe a little shorter, but yeah, I could hit I'll be 200 pounds for like an hour, and then I'm going to gain that weight. I mean, that's coming out of the sauna, weighing in, and then going and getting some water. I mean, I ain't going to walk. I'm not going to be 200 pounds for 3 or 4 hours. I'm going to be 200 pounds for about enough time to get from the sauna to the scale. That's the only time, I won't be 200. That's it,
I mean, and you're a thick guy. You can you can see a guy he's like wide, and you say, look, you get impressed, like, oh, this wide shoulders and stuff. But to me, a guy that stands from the side and is thick, that's more impressive. And you're that kind of guy. You're thick. So that's where a guy's strong, because he's thick.
Yeah.
And Leland, he looked big.
Yeah.
And I saw the Devin Larrett video saying, oh, he's got the size advantage. Look at him, he's twice the size. And I was like, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Again, he was wide and maybe taller. He was taller, but when you sat up on the table and the last match, the one that you held him, that he was just trying to pin you and you just held him, you see that and you look bigger than him. Because you're thicker. That's where the power comes, the thickness.
Yeah.
And what do you think about the Travis Bacon's match?
I was surprised. No, I've pulled Brandon Elsesser a few times, and I mean, I knew he was tough, but one, I know how good Travis is. Two, I can't believe Travis took a match he wasn't going to win. You know, Travis is usually better at picking his matches than that. I've only seen Travis lose maybe, 3 or 4 times in my life, you know, and they were always like surprising upsets. Now, when I do see him lose, he loses pretty convincingly. I mean, I've never seen him lose a close match, but I'll be honest, I was if I had to bet, I would have bet all my money on Travis winning that match. So him losing did surprise me.
Was he training for that match?
I have no idea what Travis does. He's on.
If you watch the match, like Travis like won, but the first match he lost on fouls. The second one he flashed them, and anyone that knows Travis, if you can stop him and bleed him, he's gonna lose. And
those are the matches I've seen Travis hit people, not pin them, and then like give up and lose. I've never seen Travis in a real long match except for one, and that was the stand-up Richard match. Was the longest match I've ever seen Travis in. Every other match is bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, and he says it. He says that he trains for that goal or that half a second.
Yeah,
and it's a good strategy. But I've always seen if Travis is lose or losses, he loses in his terms. Like only times I have seen him like lose a match, and I mean right-handed. It's like against John or I don't know Alexei Voivoda. But when you see like the Mike Wu Classic, when he always ended up in the finals with Devin, if Travis lost, it was in his terms. Like he never got pinned, you know?
Yeah.
And I do believe.
Yeah, I think I seen Fareed Usmanov pin him in Vegas. But yeah, other than that, it's I am so glad I don't have to arm wrestle Travis ever. You know? Yeah, you're right. But I'm surprised. Yeah, I was surprised he lost that match. But Brandon Elsesser's, but I mean, I've known him for years, and he's improved a lot in the last, say, 5 years or so. I mean, when I pulled him last year, I mean, I was pretty confident because I knew him, and he was like way stronger than what I was prepared for, you know.
Did you do any after pull after the match and the tournament was over?
Nope.
Because I saw Leland, and I put a video on my channel pulling Brandon. And even though Leland had a match with you, it wasn't like a tough match because you just went through him. So I'm not saying he was fresh, but I do think Leland wasn't that beat up, and Brandon like controlling pretty good for a couple of rounds. Yeah, he's legit. The guy is legit.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I can see Brandon and Lechlan being close. You know, I never considered it until now. But yeah, when I pulled Brandon, he gave me some trouble, you know.